Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will be brief this morning. We have a lot of folks that we want to gain the benefit of your wisdom here this morning, but appreciate the opportunity that you have given the committee, Mr. Chairman, to really kind of get into some of these issues as they relate to natural gas, not only what we did on Tuesday with the issue of export, but the transmission side, how we build out that infrastructure, and then today focusing on best practices. I think it's been a good, wholesome review, and I think we have gained a great deal from it. We all recognize that the shale gas boom has been a game changer for this country. That phrase is probably overused, but it does describe where we are. It wasn't too many years ago, Mr. Chairman, in this committee, we were having hearings on what we might be needing to do to build out our import terminals and how we would regasify LNG. And here we are today talking about the issues of exports, the contribution to our nation's economy, and again, how we can focus on best practices. And this has all come about because of the advances that we have seen in technology, specifically the combined use of horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracking, which has allowed us to safely and economically unlock vast natural gas supplies that are stored in shale formations around the country. But I think we need to recognize that these formations differ greatly in geology and geography. I've been up to your state, Senator Hoeven, and know that things in the Bakken are different than they might be in the Eagle Ford or in the Utica or the Marcellus. These are unique characteristics which make uniform regulations difficult. And so if you have kind of a one-size-fits-all, maybe that's not best practices. I will note the work that BLM did to respond to the concerns associated with their initial proposed rule on hydraulic fracking and EPA's work looking at potential impacts to drinking water supplies. I still question the need for these regulations and instead support strong state-based regulatory systems for natural gas development. I continue to believe that the states are best positioned to address and respond to environmental and other community concerns within their borders. Advances in technology have not only allowed us to access these shale gas resources, but to reduce environmental impact. In my state, the surface footprint of oil and gas development has decreased drastically over the 40-plus years of development on the North Slope. And though natural gas development in the lower 48 is different from what occurs in Alaska, the principle is essentially the same. Technology is continuing to develop and improve. For example, the fracking fluid sourced from the food industry is being used and becoming more widespread, lessening concerns about chemical contamination. I do agree, Mr. Chairman, that we've got to be deliberative, we've got to be thoughtful in how we proceed in dealing with issues that impact our natural gas development. Efforts must be reasonable, based on sound science, and not duplicative or overly burdensome, particularly in our tough economic times. This resource is too important to our future economic development and energy security to move forward in any other way. Again, I look forward to the comments from those who have joined us on the panel here this morning and learning a little bit more about where we go with our best practices. Thank you.